Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. Also, there are two donation links down below in the description. If you want to support Ukraine, you can do so by donating through the official websites I have linked down below. So thank you all for supporting my country. Thank you all for supporting my channel. Let's get on with the video. So as you can see, Moonriver is pulling back down with the markets. Obviously, Ethereum's merge is having a negative effect on the markets, just like we talked about and just like we have been talking about on the channel for multiple weeks. And we're below the support levels I gave you, but we are still in the buy zone that I have for you. So anywhere from $13.45 all the way down to $10.68. Now, there is another buy zone that we're going to take a look at on the Binance chart. But here, this is basically as low as we have been. So June 17th, we were sitting at $10.60. And June 30th, we were sitting at $10.30 as well. We did wick below these zones here. We did back test the 2.272 as support at $9.72. And I think that's going to be our ultimate bottom for this move, unless Bitcoin does something drastic and starts dropping below 17 and $16,000. At that point, I think Moonriver can go even lower. And if you want to know what the potential targets are, all you have to do is get a fib on the charts. We take this swing high in August, we take this swing low in June, and your 1.618 is going to be your target. So that's your target for the move, $5.90 if we start losing the swing low here at $9.75. Your minimal target is going to be the 1.272 at $7.82. So this is only a potential scenario if we start losing the June low, but as we're getting closer and closer to it, people are getting more scared. So potentially the selling pressure could add up and we could lose this major key support level that we printed in June. And from there, we could see a cascade, right? But it all depends on Bitcoin. Like I said, you have to take a look at Bitcoin first, take a look at the news. The S&P 500 is obviously going to drive Bitcoin's price as well. Whatever it does, Bitcoin does as well. And yeah, this is how the markets are right now. If you want to buy right now, Moonriver, I would tell you that that's a good idea because I'm buying into Moonriver as well. My last purchase was yesterday. I may buy a little bit more in the coming days. And yeah, so these are very good levels to enter in my opinion. So if we jump into the daily chart here on the RSI, you can see that the only really important, we can actually get rid of this zone here. So the only important two levels that I would eyeball here on the daily RSI is the bottom here at 19 on the index. We've retested that multiple times here. So once in June and once in January, I should say, and once in June. And the important second one, or the important second support trend line, is the red trend line here that we have retested once in May and once in January as well. And we had basically two retests in January and then a fake out below. We broke to the upside from there into the top here in August, and from there we're dumping back down. And this is where I'm expecting us to bottom out, because we're going to be at around about the index of 26 here on the RSI, and that's below the index of 30. So this means that you're going to be oversold once you're at the red trend line. So there is no excuse for you to not buy Moonriver at this time. So yeah, if you've been buying at these higher prices here, feel free to dollar cost average in here. Get a bigger position, stake if you want to stake. I'm going to be releasing the Moonriver staking video relatively soon. I'm just waiting for my staking period to end on Binance, and I will be moving my tokens over to the Nova Polkadot wallet. So that's regarding the daily chart. Let's switch over to the Binance website. Switching over to the daily chart on Binance's website, I have this buy zone for you guys anywhere from $10.65 all the way to $9.84. And we have dipped our toes into this buy zone already, and potentially we're going to go even lower. So this would be a great buying range for me, and I'm definitely going to be buying a bit more Moonriver in this area. Also, I gave you two support levels that we have obviously already lost at $11.30 and $10.95. So we're closing candles below these levels. That's very bearish. We closed the candle and retested $12 as resistance as well, which was a major support level for us for multiple weeks. So you're just doing everything you need to be doing in order to come down. You're losing support, back testing it as resistance, losing support, back testing it as resistance, potentially losing support and back testing it as resistance once again. So you're getting a bit overextended from the daily 20 MA. So if we do end up seeing a relief rally, you could wait for a retest and take some profits there if you want to swing trade. But I wouldn't be swing trading right now, to be honest with you, because we could see a little pump with the FOMC meeting. All depends on what they're going to talk about. And yeah, just be ready for both outcomes at any time. But I'm leaning more towards a pullback after the FOMC meeting on September 21st. And I think that's going to be Wednesday. Yeah, and on Thursday, they're going to be having the details announced for everyone. The daily stochastic is in the bottom pretty much, which is a good entry point. As you can see, the last time we were in that bottom was August 28th. And if we compare that to the price action here, August 28th, since then we did see a nice move to the upside. And yeah, so the stochastic is in the oversold, great entry. RSI we looked at already. MACD printed a bearish cross here. So this is a good time to start dollar cost averaging into Moonriver. Never go all in, guys, but buying little bits and pieces on red days is very important if you want to succeed long term. So essentially what is happening here is that you bottomed out here in June. You started retracing. You had this relief rally for 2 months basically, and right now you're coming back down to where you came from. So hopefully we don't lose this low that we printed in June, hopefully, okay? Because if we do, you're gonna have targets to, $7, $6. And we don't wanna see that. Although I wouldn't mind buying, 10, 20 Moonriver tokens at $5. So yeah, that would be a good entry point for me. But yeah, just saying that don't be scared if we start dropping, guys. This is how they are shaking out the weak hands. You want to know the project very well in order to dollar cost average into it for the future. I'm buying all the tokens, and all the altcoins that I'm buying into are all for long term, and I will be taking profits in the next bull market. So if you want to take a look at what I'm buying, then feel free to join Patreon. It's going to be linked down below. I have started a podcast series over there, and the second episode of that podcast series, I cover my entire portfolio that I have at the moment. So yeah, take a look at that. Feel free to join Patreon. You also get low cap gem calls, trade alerts, technical analysis and video requests, market sentiment analysis, project highlights, a lot of stuff you get there. So you get the idea. It's a really cool place to be at. So yeah, that's pretty much it regarding Moonriver. We're just dropping alongside the markets. You have the support levels that you should be targeting. If you're looking for long-term resistance levels, then what you can do is just slap on the Fib retracement here from this low that we just printed all the way to the upside. But this is not going to be valid in probably the next couple of hours, because we're going to lose this low and we're probably going to go even lower. But the golden ratio on any Fibonacci retracement is the most important level. So we're not going to take a look at any long-term targets because I've done that in previous videos. You can go and check them out. But I would say that all of these previous support levels that we had are now flipped to resistance. So if you're going to be taking profits, then these are your resistance levels. If you're in for a short to mid-term trade, and more long-term is this trend line here, this multi-month support trend line that we had since June. We lost it in August, and we have back tested it as resistance twice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, and feel free to join my Patreon. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.